Questions for the players, please.
I am beyond proud of this group. They showed a tremendous amount of toughness, togetherness. They were challenged to have composure today. They were challenged to stick together with some camaraderie and with some confidence, and they accomplished all three of those things. And today, they were the toughest team in the gym for 40 minutes.
Thanks, Coach. Joey?
Emily, they made a huge run there in the fourth. You guys had a pretty good lead. They tie it up, and you make a big shot to put you guys ahead again by 2. Just kind of what was going through on that play, and what gives you the confidence to make those types of plays?
My teammates definitely give me the confidence, and Trina does too. We know Green Bay is a good team and well coached, so we knew that they would make a run. So we weathered the storm and just I had the ball in my hands at that time, so I just made the shot.
Mackenzie, what's it like not just winning the tournament, but over an opponent that really causes so many problems for so many teams in this conference to not only get over the hump and be the champs, but to do it over Green Bay?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry. I mean, we feel really good. I keep saying that. There's not a team that I know that deserves us more than we do, top to bottom. And Green Bay is a really good team, and we knew we were going to have to face them again. After they beat us at Green Bay, it kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, and we kind of just prepared, and pushed ourselves to be in this position and to succeed.
And Nicole, you'd come over and join this program, and obviously you guys win the regular season. You go on, you win a tournament. Is this what you were expecting when you came to Wright State?
Honestly, I didn't really expect anything. I just really wanted to come and be a part of a program that wanted me here and that could use me and that I can help get here and capture this. And Trina, she recruited me really hard, and she deserved all of this. She deserved to have me here. And so I just appreciate that moment. And my team, they have my back. And so that's why we got this championship tonight.
Thanks, ladies. You can head back to the locker room. Congratulations. Let's go to questions for Coach Merriweather, please.
A lot of huge contributions from so many players on your team, Katrina. Just talk about, kind of what I asked the players, getting over this hump and following up the regular season championship with a tournament championship over Green Bay.
Well, I think that what we've done all season is valued all 15 of our kids. And the 11 that were able to play in the game, they played. They got in, they participated, and actually with the exception of one, Anijah, who is in the same position as Mackenzie Taylor. So it's a really tough spot for a freshman to be in, playing behind the first team all-conference kid. But she was still, in my mind, ready. We're in timeouts, and she's yelling, hey, we're going second on screens. Don't forget this, don't forget that. And everybody was just so locked in and so focused. Winning for us was, like Max said, of course, they feel like they deserve it, and I think every team feels that way. But when you go through what this team has gone through, we've had injuries, some chronic. We've played games when people's aunts were having funerals. I mean, it's just been a really emotional year. In all my years of coaching, I've never had a group lose so many people during the season in terms of deaths and sicknesses and things. And I think that those moments just made them come together even more. And I think that's why we were able to do what we were today.
We saw what happened last night here on the men's side with a late shot from Northern Kentucky. What's going through your mind when Moans sets up, you guys are up 2, and gets a pretty good look at a 3 there in the closing seconds?
Well, all you can really do is give it your best. We don't really go, we try not to, and I will say this, one of the best and most challenging things about this team is we're really emotional. Like really, really emotional. So we have to try really hard to not get high with the highs and low with the lows. Like really, really have to try. And I think that in that moment when they made the first 3, having them and look in their eyes and them saying it's okay instead of a group that was scared to death. And I think that that's what's different about this group. They were in attack mode. And I think that when they made plays and they made shots, we had confidence that we could turn around and make them too. Where I would argue in the past, you just kind of go, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? And that's just where this team is different.
And just how comforting as a head coach is it to have a duo like Tyler Frierson and Simone underneath, who I mean, you guys were missing a couple big shots late. They kept getting second chances for you. It was a huge possession.
It was huge. It was huge, and it's just about being relentless. You know, and it's one of the things that we talk about, and I mentioned it before. We play in these tournaments. You know, we go out to New York, we play in a 2-game tournament. We go to Nashville, we play in a 3-game tournament, back-to-back days. And when they know that you can turn around and play basketball well 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, I think that really helps. So when they are tired, because they're just as tired as anybody else, there's just that little something extra where they feel like they can dig in just a little deeper and come up with big plays, and that's what they did.
Has it sunk in for you that you're going to the NCAA tournament with this group, or is it going to maybe happen later today? In a couple of days, you realize what you accomplished and what's ahead of you now?
Not right now, to be honest, and I'm kind of surprised. But I think it's so much more rewarding to take a step back and watch them celebrate. And I think that's probably the most rewarding part is, of course, we feel good, the coaching staff and all that, but I say it over and over again, players make plays. And I don't care how good of a coach you think you are, if your X's and O's, the actual players aren't any good, you're not going to win. And it's always about them, and it always will be.
Last thing, just did it ever surprise you? I mean, you guys, it seemed like you were in control a couple of different times, especially late. Does it surprise you at all that a team like Green Bay makes you earn it really all the way until the last second?
Absolutely not. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Green Bay's program, for Kevin Borsnith as an individual, as a coach. But hearing good job from him even. Hey, great season. Like, that's an extreme compliment. Like, he doesn't have to say that. All we have to say to each other is good luck, you know. and I think that it says a lot about him and the type of person he is. So, no, not surprised at all. I will say there was a different feeling coming in, being the number 1 seed, and feeling like you were expected to win instead of you got to pull an upset in order to win. And I think that probably accounts for some of the different emotions. The pressure was different. Kind of get to come in here and just play. And, hey, everybody says just play really hard and just we'll be okay with whatever happens. Well, we came in and said we were supposed to win. And I think that matters. And in my young career, it's interesting to feel the difference.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody.